going, everyone? So what I was journaling just now, as I prompted up on the screen for you to consider, is all about the phrase, what we resist persists. So I'm wondering how you feel about that phrase. What comes to mind immediately when you hear that? Get this, I asked my partner Eric what he thought about the phrase, and he said it feels like a fear monger, something that instills fear in you. He understands what it's trying to do. It's trying to be a positive catalyst of change and reflection, but he thinks that it's like kind of an ultimatum, like kind of a more negative focus, and I thought that was a really cool insight. So don't be afraid. What you resist will not persist forever, and it's like not like you need to face your problems today, right now. It's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to stir up some thoughts inside your head and hopefully inspire you to face some of the roots of issues that happen in your life, and in facing them, finding ways to let them go. So, what am I talking about? What resist persists. I've been resisting, and I feel like two major ways. And those ways are taking responsibility for my life and emotions. Facing dark emotions within myself. And, I think they go hand in hand. But I feel like, in a way, I've reached the end of my rope again in a few areas of my life. And when that happens, when I feel like things can't get worse in a particular area of my life, I feel like that is when change happens for me. So I resist and I resist and I resist, and things get worse and worse and worse. They persist, they persist, they persist. And then I'm like, something needs to change, and then poof, it's like I'm thrown a lifeline. Like magic happens. Like I finally get to this place and I'm like, okay, things need to change. And then not only do I just like think things need to change, but I'm spiritual. I write a lot, and I ask the universe for what I want by saying what I want is coming my way. I trust that life will take me where I need to be, and what I need is on its way to me right now. I'm not like, hey, can you send it? I'm like, it's coming. It's coming. And then poof, it comes. It's just crazy. And that's really kind of the lesson that I hope that you take away from this video, is wherever your mind went to when you heard that phrase, what we resist persists. If it wasn't like, that's fear-mongering, that's just silly. If something came to your mind like, oh, I've been resisting this feeling, what was the intuitive first thing that came to your mind? Or, after some reflection, what came to your mind that you've been resisting? What's been persisting in your life that is outdated? Maybe it's a belief, like maybe it's denying that something isn't as bad of a problem as it is, and that you can just continue on living how you're living without making a change, and it'll somehow just fix itself, like take responsibility for your life. Or maybe it's an emotion, like this anger that you haven't been addressing, that starts in one place but then like spirals, and like something else happens and you direct your anger at that, rather than recognizing that your anger is actually rooted in this problem, this maybe past event that you haven't processed, maybe an emotion that you felt often growing up in a past life. Doesn't life feel like different? Sometimes I feel like I'm just living a whole new life than I was back in the day, but I'm not. I'm the same person. I am this person. That's me. That's me. We're the same person. We've been in it together this whole time, and some emotions were stored in there and not processed and just are still stuck in there and continue to be triggered by present day situations that don't actually call for it. So let's get to the good lighting again. Let's hang out, okay? You can stay. I feel like this is my true essence. Like, it's not super put together, it's just kind of wild and fun. Anyways, what do you need to process? What's persisting that you can let go? I feel like so often it takes processing, and in processing, sometimes you go to really dark places. With some of my more like bigger issues, it took to coming to a really dark place, the end of my rope, as I said, in order to move beyond it. Unfortunately, I feel like that's how it works most of the time in my experience. Can you relate? But with every time I get there and move beyond it, life is just, it's like I've leveled up, and that leveling up sometimes comes with getting knocked down, but maybe not. Maybe we can ask the universe to let us awaken softly without that major, like, bop in the head, punch in the face. I implore you, take some time, if this resonates with you, to really write about it. Take time to think about it. If your mind strays, return to this and don't resist anymore. Really sit with what's actually going on rather than getting distracted by all the other stuff that's much more easier to blame for problems and like focus on, rather than focusing on this hard stuff. Focus on the hard stuff, and I hope that in doing so you can find a solution, or it resolves itself. That's all I have to share today. I believe I'm going to be filming more today because I'm feeling good, and that's a good time for me to film. If you're still watching, I super appreciate you making it here, sharing your time with me as I'm sharing it with you, sharing this life together. We're not alone. There's other people out there who resonate with what I'm talking about, and yeah, that's cool. If that's you, that's cool. And if it's not, thanks for being here anyways. I appreciate you too. Like this video if you liked anything I said, or if you like the fact that it's coming to an end. Feel free to comment with your thoughts. Perhaps share what you've been resisting, what is persisting in your life that you're ready to let go of. Perhaps just share a hello. And if you don't feel like it, if you don't comment, you're silent viewer, I appreciate you. And subscribe because it supports my channel. And I'm almost to that 1,000 subscriber little fun time in my YouTube channel experience, and that's exciting. So also hit the bell because I'm going to be doing some live streams in the coming weekends. So I'm gonna go now. Bye. Bye-bye.